Hey Cancer, my name is Michelle and I am with the Signs of Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot reader out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome so much to my channel. Thank you for finding us here. If you're here, you found us for a reason. I give really hardcore messages at the Signs of Tarot. This is not puffery tarot, that's for sure. So Cancer, I'm going to dive right into your reading. Your cards are already up because my phone stopped in the middle of the last reading and there were so many important messages with these cards, and I'm just going to dive right on in where I stopped. Started with the hornbeam. It's the hardest, most toughest wood in the forest. You can see they make tools out of this, rifle handles, hammers, hammer handles. How tough do you have to be the wood on a rifle or the wood on a hammer, dealing with the velocity, the power, and never falling apart? There's a part of me that feels that's who you're trying to be right now, Cancer, and I'm keeping it raw and real because this reading is very, very deep. You take a pride in a sense in being the rock in your relationships, in your workplace, in your family dynamic, in your friends. You need to be the one that is the rock, the toughest one, in order to feel whole. And we have some serious conflict coming on in your life right now. I can't read these cards any other way, so I'm going to dive in. Whether you're in a deep relationship that is ready to move to the next level, whether your significant other is expecting you to move in, or marriage, or a complete commitment, or having a baby, something. You're going to move forward in this relationship because you feel that there's a reliance and you are the rock of this relationship. But your heart's telling you the second you take this to the next level is the second everything is going to change. And I'm keeping that so raw and real right now. The first card out was the Chariot, the sign of Cancer. That is the Emperor driving that chariot, going fast and forward, moving away from the sun and clarity and abundance into the unknown, as fast and furious. Now, you're probably in a super long-term relationship, and it's probably the natural next step to take things to the next step, whatever that means. Put yourself in the story where you belong. Okay? But something is telling you that you emotionally cannot take that next step because you know as soon as you do, the entire dynamic of the relationship, which seems to be pretty good, to be honest with you right now, but as soon as you take it to the next level. Now, I'm also getting deeply with this, and this, that maybe one of you guys got a job offer and you have to move. So it's time to uproot everybody and move to a different place, and you are questioning whether or not that's the best decision for you. However, you've been involved with this person for so long, or so deeply in love with this person for so long, that it's the natural progression, but there's something in your heart, in your soul, that's telling you, if you make this move, the entire beautiful foundation that you have is going to be a disaster. This is the calm before the storm, but this is anxiety, knowing that if you take the next step, it's going to leave you out in the cold, leave you emotionally out in the cold. That everything that you built, everything that you've created, you're actually happy with where things are right now, Cancer. With what you're doing right now, where you're living, how the family dynamic is, if there is a family involved, how your relationship is, whether you live with each other or see each other once or twice a week. Whatever you have right now is making you feel so rock solid, like the hornbeam would. But your intuition is telling you that if you move forward onto this next level, everything that you have built is going to change. And you're looking for answers through judgment, through the High Priestess. You're asking your spirit guides, what do I do next? I don't know. Part of me thinks one of you guys is moving a job, or you guys have to move. Maybe it's time to move in together. Maybe it's time to get married. Maybe it's time to have a family. Maybe it's time to adopt. Maybe it's time to make it official. Regardless, if you take this to the next step, your gut is telling me, wow, that was a Freudian slip. Your gut is telling you that it's the wrong move, that it's going to change. The person that you're with, their personality is going to change once you connect and take this to the higher level. I mean, they are going to do a complete change. This is who you think you are with now. When this commitment takes place, they turn into the Empress in reverse. And your intuition is telling you that deeply, that this entire relationship is going to fall flat if you take that step to the next step. I don't know what to tell you what to do, Cancer, because you've been with this person a long time, and it's the natural next step, and maybe you don't have a choice. Maybe somebody got a big job or a big promotion. Maybe you have to move. Maybe somebody's pregnant, or thinking that they're pregnant, or lying about a pregnancy. Wow, this is a quandary, man, because you are so into what this is right now. You love it. You love the person you're with. You love what you have. But the pressure this person is putting you on to take this to the next level is going to push you away. Literally, you may get up and move. He's holding the world, the globe, the earth. That's the ending of a cycle. And if you take this to the next level, your ancestors are even blowing a trumpet, telling you, whoa, I'm sorry, Cancer, keeping this raw and keeping this real. I mean, it's something, I don't know, maybe you're with this person for years already. Years. Maybe you guys have raised kids together. Maybe you have your own children together. But something is instinctually telling you, Cancer, keeping it real, that if you take this to the next level, the whole thing is going to come falling apart. I don't know. Crazy. Take one more card. It's telling me to. Yeah. This is my taking your chess pieces off of the board game, because the only way to win is to not play the game. Can't make that shit up. Cancer, you need to buy time on this. You need to really be open and honest about this with your mate, with your partner, about your fears, that if you take this to the next level, you feel the dynamic is going to change, and that you're just not ready to take this to the next level, and that you're in love with them, and you love what you have, and you want to continue it. It seems to me that there's a lot of faithful love in this relationship. You guys may already have kids together, so that would be the natural progression to make it real and get married. I don't know. Put yourself in the story where you belong. But I'm here to tell you, because I'm reading for you, Cancer, your gut is right on target. I got pomegranate seeds and I have the Empress in reverse. Be careful, Cancer, that this person doesn't fake a pregnancy to get you to marry them, if that's a guy watching for a girl. Be careful, Cancer, guy, girl, doesn't matter, that somebody is not fabricating a job opportunity, or that this move is necessary when it really isn't, in order to get you 100% committed. Because your gut is telling you that if you move this forward, even if you've been with this person 10 years, if you move it forward to the next level, it's going to fall apart. That it's the person that you're with is going to change, you know. You see that sometimes with people dating for so many years, they get married and they break up 4 months later because the person they marry changes. It's like they had a whole facade on while they were dating or together or living together or building a life together. As soon as they got into that formal commitment, they changed like that. You have a lot of anxiety about that. You got to follow your gut, Cancer. Sorry, man. Crazy reading. But for anyone out there that needs to hear this message, don't be bullied into making a change in your life if you know it's going to change the whole dynamic. Become tough as the hammer, the rifle, the wood that holds them together. Stand on your own 2 feet. Know what's going to hold you and this family together. All right, Cancer, crazy reading, but namaste.